No? What?
Five, yeah. No.
Look how good. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
wild onion. You like onion wings? Get all the oil. This is on right now, and I just put my hand on it, and it just gave me a little. What are you doing? Do you want to not like swallow them? Don't swallow them. I can just bite it that way because I have one teeth. One tooth.
Paul was diagnosed in February of 2014 with ALS. And at that point, Paul and I just began making the most of every day. We traveled, we went to visit family and friends, and we were blessed because the VA provided Paul with so many things, one being a van. Having the van and being able to go and do as much as we could during the last year and 9 months of his life was invaluable. That's when I realized that there had to be a way to help people who could not afford a van. There had to be a way to help those people. And I happened to be riding down the road one day, and it hit me. Call ALS Association and see if it's at all possible. So I talked to Liza Nordmark and Juanita Farr, and I said to them, I have this idea. Do you think it's doable? They said, absolutely. Without a doubt, this is doable.
Good morning. My name is Anita Flowers. I'm the Senior Care Services Programs Manager at the ALS Association Georgia chapter, and welcome to our walk.
This is the 21st Walk to Defeat ALS. We're so blessed and excited to be able to gather together again today. Lots of our families are going to be out here. Our amazing families that have helped us start our programs like the Paul B. Williams Transportation Program, and we're just so grateful for all of our team captains and walkers today.
And your name is?
And my name is Liza Nordmark. And I love Nisa and Linda.
I love Nisa and Liza.
I love it. And the Hawks came back. And when our wheelchair people are here.
Guys of the stage, we got photographers up here ready to shoot your teams. I also want to give a special shout out to the ALS Paul B. Williams Transportation Program. If you guys are interested
With the association itself, we have a couple of things that's great to us. We talked about our support groups. We have, of course, our Paul B. Williams Transportation Program, which is phenomenal for any type of medical doctor's appointments you need to go to. Our multidisciplinary clinic, which I emphasize to everyone, please go and get treatment as soon as you can. They come there, pick you up, and the transportation department stays there and will take you back home. Also, let's say if you want to go on a fabulous trip or a fabulous vacation, you have up to 2 weeks where you can rent a van free of charge. All you have to do is put in gas. So I don't know about you, but that's something I would want.
Hi, my name is Laretha Hogan. My sister is Camilla Head. She's been had ALS 10 years strong now. And the transportation van has been wonderful for us. We goes on family vacations and trips, and she's able to go to family outings. So it's a wonderful thing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Last month, my husband, John, who has ALS, we were able to use the Paul Williams van transportation, and we were able to go to Florida for 11 days to visit relatives. And thank you so very much. It was a great opportunity, and thanks again.
easy was for you to get the van? Tell me the process.
I filled out the paperwork online. It was one-page application. I filled it out online, submitted it, and we heard back within a week to 10 days. And it was a piece of cake. We were able to just rent the van. It was a very easy process.
About a year ago, Bill Walker had a birthday party at the farm. He has a reclining wheelchair that will only fit in an extended top conversion van with a rear entrance, which was provided by Loyalty Transportation. I took the opportunity to talk to the driver of the van, who also happened to be the owner of the company. I told him about the Paul B. Williams Transportation Program and that we are always looking for companies that are willing to transport ALS patients to appointments or events in Georgia. The company that had been working with us had gone out of business, so finding a transport company was imperative. I contacted Anita Flowers, the Care Services Coordinator for ALS Georgia, and told her about Loyalty Transportation. She contacted the owner, and he took up the contract to transport ALS patients. As I think about all of these events and how they came together, I know that God was there. I would like to introduce you to Isaac Ibango. We met about 4 years ago, and he is here today at the Education Symposium, and he used the transportation program, Loyalty Transportation.
And I'm very grateful to you, Miss Williams, for making that possible.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you. That makes a difference.
You know, it's a blessing for me to help other people do what they can't do and get around to where they can't go on their own. So I'm pleased to do that for them, and if I can help any more people out, I'll do that too as well.
And she called the office to ask about the Paul B. Williams Transportation Program. And her questions were, I need to get to the airport with my parents. How does the program work? And I explained the services to the patient. And she was so excited, and she was like, let you speak to my mom, because I am just so overjoyed with this. So when I talked to her mother and explained the process to her mother, she couldn't believe that this program existed, that they would be able to pick them up from their door at home, take them to the airport, and then return them once they came back from Paris. So that was 2 weeks ago when I got the call, and they are making arrangements to take their daughter who has ALS. She's living with ALS, and she's wanting to go to Paris. So that is such a blessing, and I just wanted to share that story with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anita. There's so many heartwarming stories, and I appreciate you sharing that with us.
You are welcome.
I have the honor to be on the board of ALS Association of Georgia, and I have done advocacy, lobbying work, the state, and then also the federal level. I've gone to DC, where I've been with other ALS patients who are there for advocacy and have used the Paul Williams Transportation Program actually to rent a van to go to DC to do the lobbying. And I have to tell you, being able to go with all of their equipment, their wheelchair, into a congressperson's office to advocate for patients and their families with ALS, that's what really makes the difference, that they're able to give that personal perspective.
Oh my goodness, that is so exciting. Thank you so much, Hillary.
And everybody has just been so helpful and so loving. We could not ask to be in better hands. The Paul Williams Transportation Program has helped us in a way that we didn't even think of. We had already purchased our van, and it has been such a lifesaver, but the money we received from the Paul Williams Transportation Program allowed us to put a kingpin underneath my chair and the fifth wheel locking mechanism in the floor of the van in the passenger seat, so that I can drive up into the van, turn and go into the passenger area, and my chair automatically locks into place, just like you were going to pull a fifth wheel trailer. We have really benefited so much from not just ALS Georgia, but the Paul Williams Transportation Program. I would recommend ALS Georgia and the Transportation Program to anyone in need, and we are so grateful and thank everyone Thank you.
They made it possible for our son, who is fighting ALS in a power wheelchair, to get here today to the walk. He needs that power wheelchair, so he needed the transportation. They're in the midst of getting their a van converted for handicap, but they didn't have it yet, so you all made it possible. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I just rode in a van through the Paul B. Williams Foundation, and because of that I was able to come to the Walk to Defeat ALS by the ALS Association. It was very convenient, very easy. I'm very thankful.
Say a few words, my brother.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Justin Upchurch, and this is my incredibly strong and talented and beautiful wife, Suzanne, next to me.
This transportation program has been a godsend for us to get transportation from my dad, who has ALS, until we get transportation in the future. So.